There are some people who entertain us, and then there are people who become part of our life. People whose songs we grow up listening to. People whose stories inspire us. People whose kindness touches millions of lives. Today, we remember one of those extraordinary people, Dolly Parton, the woman with the big hair, the sparkling clothes, the unforgettable voice, and most importantly, a heart that seemed even bigger than her fame. On August 25th, 2026, the world lost Dolly Parton at the age of 80. But her story did not begin with fame, wealth, or Hollywood. It began in poverty, in the mountains of Tennessee. And this is the incredible story of how a little girl from a poor family became one of the most successful entertainers and philanthropists the world has ever known. Dolly Rebecca Parton was born on January 19th, 1946 in Tennessee. She was the fourth of 12 children, growing up in a small cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains. Her family was extremely poor. There was no electricity in their home, and the family depended on a battery-powered radio to listen to the Grand Ole Opry. But what the Patton family lacked in money, they had in love, faith, and music. Dolly began writing songs when she was just a little girl. According to the Country Music Hall of Fame, she started writing songs at around 5 years old. By the age of 10, she was already performing on Knoxville television show. Imagine that. A little girl from the mountains standing in front of cameras and dreaming of becoming something much bigger. Her family could not give her wealth, but they gave her something even more valuable, the belief that she could become something. The girl who left home for Nashville in 1964, Dolly graduated from high school. The very next day, she packed her things and boarded a bus to Nashville. She had one dream, to become a songwriter and singer. Nashville was the heart of country music, but getting there was only the beginning. Dolly worked hard. She wrote songs, she performed, she faced rejections, but she refused to give up. Eventually, her songwriting talent began attracting attention, and then came a major opportunity. She joined the Porter Wagoner show. A partnership with Porter Wagoner helped introduce her to millions of country music fans. But Dolly knew she had to eventually stand on her own, and when she did, she became unstoppable. The songs that changed everything. Dolly Parton became one of the greatest songwriters of her generation. She wrote thousands of songs that same become timeless classics. Jolene, Hot of Many Colors, 9 to 5, and one of the most famous love songs ever written, I'll Always Love You. What many people may not realize is that Dolly herself wrote that song. Years later, Whitney Houston's powerful version turned into a worldwide phenomenon, and Dolly never seemed bitter about someone else becoming famous for her song. Instead, she celebrated the success that was Dolly. She understood that a great song could be belong to the world. From country music to Hollywood, Dolly wasn't satisfied with conquering only one industry. She moved into acting and she became a star on the big screen. One of her most famous movies was 9 to 5 alongside Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. The film became a major success, and Dolly's title song became one of her signature hits. She also starred in films including Steel Magnolias and The Best Little Warehouse in Texas. She had proven something important. She wasn't just a country singer, she was an entertainer, a songwriter, an actress, a businesswoman, and eventually one of America's most beloved philanthropists. The businesswoman behind the sparkles, Dolly Parton understood something that many entertainers don't. Your talent can open the door, but your vision can build an empire. She became involved in numerous businesses and projects. One of the most famous was Dollywood, the theme park in Tennessee. What started as a dream became one of the major tourist attractions in the region. But Dolly didn't forget where she came from. She continued investing in her home, community, and supporting people in Tennessee. Her success was not simply about becoming rich. She wanted her success to create opportunity for others. Her biggest gift may not have been music. Perhaps one of Dolly Parton's greatest achievements had nothing to do with singing. It was books. In 1995, she created Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. The idea was simple but powerful. Give children books. The program grew tremendously and eventually provided hundreds of millions of books to children. Think about that. A little girl who grew up in poverty, a girl who knew what it felt like not to have much, eventually helped millions of children gain access to something she believed could change their lives, a book. Her philanthropy extended far beyond literacy. She supported education, medical research, disaster relief, and many other causes. She also donated $1 million toward COVID-19 vaccine research. Her generosity became one of the defining parts of her legacy. Her personal life. Behind the superstar was also a woman who valued her private life. Dolly married Carl Dean in 1966. Their marriage lasted nearly 6 decades. Unlike Dolly, Carl stayed largely away from the spotlight. Their relationship was private, and Dolly often spoke warmly about the importance of having someone who understood her life away from the cameras. Carl died in March 2025. His death was a deeply personal loss for Dolly, and even while dealing with grief and later health challenges, she continued working on projects that mattered to her. Do you know why people love Dolly? Dolly Parton was famous for her glamorous appearance, the enormous hair, the rhinestones, the colorful outfits, the high heels. But behind all the glamour was a woman known for her humor, intelligence, humility, and generosity. She never seemed ashamed of where she came from. In fact, she celebrated it. She spoke openly about growing up poor. She turned her childhood memories into songs, and she used her success to help other people. That combination made her special. She could walk into a room looking like a superstar, and still make ordinary people feel comfortable around her. Her final years, even in her late years, Dolly continued creating. She remained involved in music, business, philanthropy, and entertainment. In 2026, she celebrated her 80th birthday and continued supporting charitable projects. Her official website announced new music and projects during the year, showing that she remained creatively active even at 80, but behind the scenes, Dolly was facing health challenges. On August 25, 2026, the world received the heartbreaking news. Dolly Parton had died at the age of 80. Her representatives said she had faced a brief battle with cancer. She died surrounded by loved ones in Nashville, and almost immediately, tributes began pouring in from around the world. Because Dolly wasn't just a country music star, she had become part of global culture. The legacy she leaves behind. So, what will Dolly Parton be remembered for? Will it be her voice, her songs, her movies, Dollywood, her extraordinary business career? Perhaps, but I believe her greatest legacy will be something much simpler. She gave, she gave music, she gave laughter, she gave hope, she gave children books, she gave opportunities, and she gave people a reason to believe that your beginning does not have to determine your ending. She was born in poverty, but she died not allow poverty to define her. She dreamed, she worked, she failed, she tried again, and eventually she became one of the most recognizable women in the world. Dolly Parton once turned the story of her childhood into song. She turned her success into businesses. She turned her wealth into opportunities, and she turned her fame into a platform of help for helping others. That is why her story is bigger than country music. It is a story about dreams, resilience, kindness, and giving back. Today, the world says goodbye to a true legend, but perhaps we should simply say goodbye because every time someone sings Jolene, every time someone's here, I will always love you. Every time a child opens a book from the imagination library, a little piece of Dolly Parton lives on. She comes from a tiny cabin in the mountains. She dreamed of becoming a star, and she left this world having become so much more: a singer, a songwriter, an actress, a businesswoman, a philanthropist, and above all, a woman who never forgets where she came from. Rest in peace, Dolly Parton. Thank you for the music. Thank you for the laughter. And thank you for showing the world that you can come from very little and still leave behind something priceless, your legacy.